Hey yo, y'all, welcome to AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday, Independence, Missouri 5, October 10th, 2023, for the Watchalong and live reactions right here at WatchaMania. I'm your host, Devin. It's a bit of a roundabout intro. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. How we doing today, y'all? This slightly earlier than normal Tuesday instead of Wednesday evening. This morning, I literally almost tweeted, "It's Wednesday." You know what that means? Because I knew it was Dynamite Day, but I didn't think it was, it just didn't click with me in the moment, despite the fact that I knew it was a Tuesday edition. You can now officially... Sweet. I'll get around to it. I didn't even realize that I had the intro screen up that long. You see, because it messed me up, right? Is this the NXT this is the head-to-head, yes, Dara. Indeed it is. Title Tuesday. It's Title Tuesday, isn't it? There we go. I tried. What's up, Dara? How goes it, y'all? What's up, by the way, Ben? I don't think I actually said what's up. Yes, no NXT spoilers, because probably gonna watch that right after Dynamite tonight anyways. Because that's typically my Tuesday ritual. After the stream, watch NXT. On a Tuesday. It's a fucking Title Tuesday on a Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I am driving y'all. I'm gonna drive people insane. Thank goodness Craig and Zoe aren't here to laugh at me. On a Tuesday. It's so fun to say though. Honestly, AEW messed with me here. Made me think I had to go live a little earlier than I normally do. Or that I normally intended to, which is earlier than normal anyways, because they scheduled their stream for 7:15, and they're not live yet at 7:23, so I'm sitting here being like, okay. Something tells me they may have just misclicked because it goes in quarter-hour intervals for stream times. You can customize it, but typically it would be like 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:30, so I'm thinking it may have just been a misclick, because they intended on going live at 7:30. That's what they advertised and everything. But it messed with me because normally the fight feed will have a countdown timer going to it. Those of you in the gorilla position early will usually see that. And that timer is my visual indicator on how much time I have left to get ready for the stream. So when it's on the YouTube gimmick, I'm going by the same steps, just a different timer. And because it was set early, I'm sitting here thinking I have less time than I actually do. So I'm ready to go live at like 7:13, and I'm like, wait, this is early even for what I intended on. Then you kind of doing some great things tonight. Thunder Rosa to return tonight would be awesome. If she returned after the Women's World Title match, that'd be fantastic, especially because she was originally slated to be a Collision star, but we no longer need to do that. As for tonight's episode, I think it's going to be great regardless, methinks. I don't really see it being a bad episode. My thing is, I've resigned myself to the fact that WWE is probably winning in terms of ratings, and may even win the key demo tonight, which is like where the real victory lies. But I've stepped out of the war mentality instead to just be like, as an AEW fan, tonight is going to be great. People got to be there. People got to be there. Collision was depleted. Oh, yeah, dude. I've been hearing a lot. Collision was really scarce on the people. You could even tell during Edge's entrance, he didn't even look to the hard cam side of the entrance. Normally how he runs down both sides of the stage. On a Wrestle Dream, you see him do that, and he comes up on the other right side. He's like, oh, this one doesn't really have many fans. Okay, cool. All right, back to this other side. Dang, it's fast. I gotta stand up. Nope, I'm sorry. My cat is... 1 second, y'all. I have to stand up. I gotta go get me a straw from my drink. Down without ripping my leg up. Figure the show hadn't started yet, so I might as well just stand up or do it. I try not to do that anyways, but yeah. Rosa versus Mercedes, Monet versus Chris Statlander, full gear for... Definitely not, Remy. I'm going to tell you right now, that match is not happening, especially for the TBS title, but it can one day. And I'm not saying it would be a bad idea. I'd love that. But I just don't see that realistically happening within AEW's booking mentality. Hello, Lone Star. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. I'm glad to see you popping out here for the buy-in. Dynamite is on Tuesday this week. Indeed it is, my friend. Wow, that tells me you might be really behind on your wrestling cycle, because last Tuesday they were stacking up NXT left and right for no good reason until you found out the good reason was going head-to-head with Dynamite. On top of that, Dynamite gets a buy-in tonight, so that way they're technically live before NXT, and they got a 10-minute overrun, so they're going afterwards. Hey, yo, George, welcome back to the YouTube chat, my friend. Please do try to stay in it. That is the only prerequisite for using the gorilla position. Hockey or some shit. TBS had to move it. Yeah, sports ball event is happening. All turned around. Yeah, I was all turned around because I was trying to get my cat off my lap, because she literally jumped up on my lap just as I was about to stand up to get a thing. Lame indeed, dude, because now it's created this unnecessary ratings war situation, reigniting the Wednesday night war, which wasn't even really that much of a war. And you see, my big concern with this whole thing is just like, we are creating a perception for the fans online to feed into. Okay? I don't know why it took me so long, but only recently I've seen this war is fabricated. This war isn't real, y'all. Okay? Yes, there is competition. But war? We're never going to get back to the Monday Night Wars in the 90s, because that's not how television works. Ratings! Exactly, Jesse. And that's what I'm really getting at, is like, we've kind of been, I don't want to say led astray, or even taken advantage of, but this has definitely become something solely because online fans said it was a thing. Have Trick Mello storm the arena. Dude, if they actually flew some NXT talent from Orlando to Independence, Missouri to do some shit like that, that'd be epic. Especially because it'd be WWE doing it to AEW, not the other way around. Which is, like, I think really, that's my whole thing, is, right? Then you go, okay, we got this feed. This is interesting. I'm going to mute that. My bad, y'all. Also going to turn off this music now that we're getting into it. Also, y'all, do leave a thumbs up. I see we are quite heavy on the thumbs up this early on before even wrestling started. Thank y'all so much. Take care, Kohai. Have a good one, Jesse. Thank you for stopping by, my guy. I know, right? Well, that's classic television feed right there, my dude. That's what happens on broadcast television. But for some reason, oh wait, I paused. Oops. Are we okay? All right, now we just have a still Dynamite splash screen. Okay, now it's a moving splash screen. Dope. I can't see the fights if I'm in the... I'm going to have to be straight up with you, George. If that's the case, then we can't let you in the gorilla position. The gorilla position is only for people who can do both. So if you can't do both, I'm sorry, we can't let you stay in gorilla position, because it's a benefit offered to the YouTube chat. Hey. Okay, George, if you say so. And that's not to say you have to talk, but like, if I speak out to you and you're not here, that's like kind of showing me you're not doing the thing. I know, right? Right, Cam? It's so weird seeing like this pre-show setup at Dynamite. Oh, wow, we just threw that out there. I know that's something we know as insider fans, but I don't think that was going to be as addressed in canon. Yeah, Cam. Oh, I thought you heard me say it a moment ago. Yeah, we got the 10-minute, we got a half hour early and a 10-minute overrun. They want to be on first and last. That I can appreciate. Yeah, George, it's funny that this is also Tony Khan's birthday. Part of me wants to call this like birthday dynamite or something. Oh, Renee, I love you, but that was hilarious and horrible all in one. The gang bang. The gang bang is actually beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mox is so taking that title back. GGB style. To be fair, that acronym is much less. It will cause much less confusion than BBG will. That was so funny. Indeed. How has RJ City aged so much in the last year? Like, the gray really started showing up out of nowhere. Honestly, the salt and pepper look isn't bad for him, but yeah. It's that AEW age. He's moving in that AEW pace, that Excalibur speaking pace, that 2 times pace. He's actually 22. That's horrible. He's actually 22. He's just graying on the sides.
30 minutes commercial-free tonight for some of the greatest wrestling in the world right here on Title Tuesday.
And Taz, 10-minute overrun.
Yeah, can't wait. You're going to get a plethora of AEW Dynamite tonight. Can't wait. Can't wait for what we're about to get right now here on this buy-in, though.
Big title.
You see your Tuesday, Kane. Yo! Okay, I was thinking they were going to wait until like halfway through this buy-in to start this match. No worries, Ben. You see, Devin, that's why I don't watch 2 wrestling shows at once. I just don't. It's not a good way to watch wrestling, in my opinion, because you don't truly process what's happening on either program. If it's just a wrestling match on each side, I kind of get that. But what do you do when 2 promos are happening at once? You have to pick. So I'm not about that, personally. I mean, that's not me telling anybody they shouldn't do it, or, you know, everyone's prerogative is their own. It's more so just like, I'm going to watch NXT afterwards. And, of course, suffice to say, as standard WatchaMania policy is, we do not talk about any wrestling show that has happened within 24 hours aside from the one we're currently watching. That includes programs happening at the same time. So that means no NXT spoilers. Yeah. I hate that I kind of just talked over that moment. Oof. The world is cold. I love he's got some updated graphics and shit. It's so nice. So I'm going to be honest here, and it's just a minor gripe, one that doesn't really even matter that much. Not fond of both titles being defended at once so frequently. I feel like he should be defending them each separately. Better bundle up. This song is so good. I've heard people say, like, oh, Eddie should get this song or that song. And it's like, maybe. But this is Eddie's song already. Why do we want to get away from that?
No one exemplifies that more than Suzuki, Shivani.
Suzuki is one of the greatest strikers that I've ever seen. And Eddie's a hell of a striker, too, so I don't think there's going to be much finesse in
Okay, so Rick Knox ref in this one. Oh, the crowd is here for it.
I mean, a size advantage goes to Eddie Kingston. He's also got the home field advantage.
Haha.
Not near Yonkers, we're in Kansas City.
Suzuki with the experience advantage. And, you know,
Oh my gosh. Straps down immediately. Right, Lone Star, get ready. We're looking at like an opener of chops. He said, no, I want you to light me up. He said, okay, okay. All right. First salvo. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I'm already here for this. I'm already here for this. This is in... They heard that one in St. Louis. Oh my gosh, he almost dropped to his knees from that one. Eddie's chops are so special. What the hell? You hear that noise? That one wasn't it. Oh, but he still got some noise to it. Oh, it's so good.
Minoru Suzuki, amateur wrestling background, striking background, also has the tutelage, the knowledge of the Wigan Snake Pit passed down to him by Carl Gotch in the New Japan Dojo. Wow, so that's some lineage right there.
Oh, immediate fell over.
No, he's not. Kingston,
He's reeling.
Well, you can catch someone on the button. The proverbial button is a real thing right along that jawline. Everyone's is kind of different, and that might have been what happened there to Eddie.
well, he picked him up to hit him again, so he wasn't going to try to pin him, and I agree.
Is he okay?
Kingston on roller skates.
Oh my gosh. Dude, stop selling so well. You look too knocked out for your own good. But what I'm loving about this is this is indefinitely what Kingston wants. He wants to make Minoru Suzuki look like the monster he knows him as. He's dead. Literally just the... Right, George? It's looking not good for him in these early goings. I remember when Suzuki damn near knocked out Danielson on that Rampage buy-in. Lance Archer? I'm not sure what kind of tear he's got going on in Japan, but maybe. Yes.
The first of the night, Tony. Look at this. Jay Lethal, along with Satnam Singh.
You see, Jay Lethal should be concerned if he's wanting that Ring of Honor World Championship. I think a lot of people forget that Minoru Suzuki is literally the former Ring of Honor. Oh, Satnam sighting, yes. I completely overlooked that. But this is the former Ring of Honor television champion, the previous champion. Made his ass go crisscross applesauce. Oh, no, sir.
Minoru Suzuki, right, the way he's got Kingston rocked and reeling, he has a very real chance of not only becoming New Japan Strong Openweight champion, but the Ring of Honor World champion. And wow, Rick Knox wants no part of Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, Mr. Intimidation. Right now, Eddie's chops and the Hurricane.
Just realized you paused me. No worries. Pain. I asked you if if you're referring to Lance Archer, in which case I was saying definitely the strong open. Depends on what kind of run he's got going on in New Japan right now. He could win the strong openweight title. Yes, all right, sure. Okay, just make sure. Ooh.
That one stunned Suzuki.
That was some shot right there.
And Taz, I mean, you know those chops of Kingston. I mean, not only is it a stinging, a deep stinging sensation, also drives the air out of your lungs.
It does.
Hello, how goes, Rhea? Whoa. We got Kingston versus Suzuki, and Suzuki is marching through the fire. His chest is so red. I can't believe Minoru Suzuki is like 64. He's legit in so much pain. What a guy. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Maitreya. Yes, indeed, it is in the description. I always put the full card in the description for anybody to have at a moment's notice. I even try to update it throughout the night. Should I see an unannounced match get added? In a perfect world, I'd go in and add timestamps afterwards. But, yeah, that takes time. And I usually got about 2-ish hours after these streams to get to bed. So I try to do something with that time that I enjoy. Oi! To the lower back. Oi, Suzuki. Okay. Helluva kick from Suzuki. PK? Oh. It was no Shibata PK. But it was a Suzuki PK. Okay, Suzuki looking around like, oh, the audacity of this motherfucker. Oh, he's going for a third one. I'm here for it. I'm also liking that they're just getting some time for this match. Right? Yeah, like... That's... Wow. There's no real analogy I can come up with to point out the silliness of that. Eddie Kingston's chops are so freaking loud, y'all. Again, Minoru Suzuki is 64 years old. He might be 65. Norticia. Like, no shit, yes. Thank you. My brain was not operating in that capacity at that moment. ADHD can be a real benefit when it comes to these streams. In moments like that, it's an absolute detriment. He is 55. Oh, I thought he was in his 60s. Make no mistake, that is still incredibly impressive. Oh my god, again the third drop. Check on him. I thought he was in his 60s regardless. Being in your 50s and operating at this level is incredible. Especially after his match with Kana and... Oh yeah, no. That mixed tag match was uncomfortable to watch. In fact, that match is a very good example of the fears that mainstream wrestling on a national or even international stage gives me. Not that I wouldn't welcome and defend it should it ever be put out on such a stage again in this day and age. Okay, Minoru Suzuki's in his 50s. That does change my perspective a little, but at the same time, he's in his 50s. Okay, when you talk about Ric Flair, his first main run, I mean, before his first real retirement, up at WrestleMania 24, that happened when he was like 54, right? Something like that, I think. Maybe even 59. So Suzuki's in that same age range and working like this.
Kingston tried to make the roll for the ropes, but we mentioned the submission prowess of Minoru Suzuki. Kingston struggling up to his feet, urged on by this great crowd here in the shadow of Kansas City. Wait, Suzuki.
Okay, Jamel. Welcome. I know. I'm so happy that they're into this pre-show match. I was scared that the crowd wasn't going to be too full. Hurricane! Got him! He just defended his title with this move before. Oh, the kick. Barely, though. It's my respect, though, with the fact that she booked it and pushed for the physicality. Oh, yeah, no, right? The fact that she booked it, when put in perspective that she is the one who made it be that way, it was like, all of a sudden your perspective changed from, I don't know, one. What a guy. But yes, all of a sudden your perspective changes to, like, not only is Kana badass, but shout out to Suzuki to be willing to put that heat on him, you know, because surely he was going to get some negative press for that regardless. Then again, his mentality could be the same. She said she booked it. I was just doing my job, kind of thing. Oh, that face. Murder Suzuki's here. Oh, a third one. He's not even falling down at this point. Inzaguri. It's his job, though. Get him in that powerbomb. Oh, it's his job, though, because it was supposed to make him this crazy heel in her. Fair, Rhea. He got it! Wow. He had his leg hooked over the shoulders, too. Good on him. Wow. No? Jamal, I don't see that. I'm trying to put them... Oof. Whacked my mic. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to put them side by side in my head. I can see the vague similarities you're going for, but I think it's a reach to say it looks like a young version of him.
Kingston victorious, successfully retaining the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship, the Ring of Honor World Championship, and now locking eyes with the vanquished challenger Minoru Suzuki. You can see struggling to pull himself back up to the ring apron.
Yeah, I think knowing Eddie.
Like Joe Biden in college. Which is weird to say because Orange Cassidy is like 36.
Something a lot of people might not know about Eddie. Some might, but he definitely does. He does respect those who paved the way in pro wrestling. You know, Suzuki's one of those guys, obviously.
Eddie Kingston, Minoru Suzuki may not seem like a cut from a very similar cloth.
Koth.
Physicality. They like a man that will push their opponent to their limits, and that's what each of these men did to one another tonight.
I appreciate how much they're like both struggling to stand. Suzuki chants.
And Minoru Suzuki, they're keeping up. Look at that.
That was awesome. I love that. Their form of handshake was exchanging chops. Who does Suzuki's hair? I'd be astonished if it was anybody other than himself. Hell, if I just looked up young Joe Biden and there's no way it's him. That match so ruled, Cam. I loved that. Suzuki is at that point in his career where he doesn't need to be a part of stories. You just say person in match with Minoru Suzuki and you're like, oh, that's gonna slap.
That's a concern for another time. I think Kingston and Suzuki, they've earned an ice bath tonight, Taz.
Oh, yeah, they have. Wow, Kingston's chest is nowhere near as red as Suzuki's.
A bottle of wine. Hold on, I'm getting Eddie Kingston coming over here. I don't know what he's doing. You never know what he's doing. What do you mean, ladies and gentlemen? Don't be idiots. Watch Dynamite tonight.
Oh, you left me hanging, bro. Yeah. Look at that pop. Look at that pop. I love this. I don't know. It's just like little moments like this is what I love AEW for. Not to say that they don't happen over in the Fed or other companies, but I feel like I see it so often in AEW. I love that he's still cool with Renee, even though the mock stuff hasn't fully been resolved. He's like, no, high five to you. Fuck this guy. Matt Riddle did get fired, Curvin. Welcome, by the way. How goes it? I'm thinking Mox is winning, George. I'm knowing AEW and their typical mentality behind booking. He's going to win he's going to win that title back and then have the run they intend they intended on him having beforehand. If anything, Young Joe looks like Johnny Cage? Really? Huh. The match was amazing. So mad I didn't get to be there. Oh, that's right. This one is relatively local to you, Rhea? Not to dox you or anything, but isn't this your state? I could be wrong. Also kind of jumping to conclusions based on that message. That was nice, y'all. Yeah, without doxing myself. Okay, got you. Yeah. Do apologize if that was already more than you would have liked to be out there. Apologies. And I know that sounds like a very casual apology for something like that, but sorry. Anyways, y'all, if you haven't already, please do drop thumbs up on this video if you could be so kind. Oh, it's Toni and Toni, and we cannot hear you, gentlemen. At least.
Not the happiest one. We're going to have a great night tonight on TBS Title Tuesday coming up next. But unfortunately, AEW doctors, they can't clear Jon Moxley. Mox is doing much better since his injury at Grand Slam. He's on a great track, but he's not quite there yet. So the doctors won't clear Mox for tonight's match. But this is Title Tuesday on TBS. And we are going to have an international championship match tonight. Ray Fenix is going to defend the championship.
Not tonight.
On TBS.
Sir, I don't care, honestly. It's public record. Okay, that's very fair.
It's got to be Orange. Never got a rematch. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great idea. What do you say, Orange? Title Tuesday tonight on TBS.
I guess.
If you're not sure.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'll take it.
I love that. Okay. Phoenix versus Satnam? Lone Star, I'm not going to lie. That would be an awesome match, I think. Because Satnam wouldn't even have to do much. Phoenix would just be Phoenix. Mox not winning tonight, at least. Imagine they have Orange Cassidy win it here just to drop it to Mox again. Does Tony Khan ever blink? I don't think so, Jamel. At least not on camera. Because I think... Pure speculation on my part, and honestly, I feel a little mean even speculating this, but I think he deals with some sort of anxiety, at least stage fright-based anxiety. So, because I've seen that in other people who have stage fright and stuff, and they're just like frozen in fear, trying their hardest to power through it. And he has gone on record to say he does not like being an on-screen character or performing for an audience, but every now and then he puts himself out there. And he's notoriously bad when he does so. And I think a lot of that has to do with nerves. At the very least, I think he's a very nervous person. Maybe anxiety is jumping the gun there. But I do know the dude is wired on like 17 cups of coffee at all times. He's a robot. It's funny because I've been putting into perspective my own workload as of late. And while it is a mere fraction of what that dude goes through, it does put in perspective how much you really do kind of have to be when you have such a heavy workload. Not so much a robot, but you really do kind of have to be a machine in a way, you know? In the most human way, if that makes sense. And I know that kind of doesn't, but yes. Just looked at the match card. Tell me why my brain thought Adam and Luchasaurus were going out to the women's title and said, yes, makes sense. Look, all I'm saying is Saraya versus Adam Copeland would slap. Okay? It'd be an awesome match. He's a cyborg. There you go. Because, yeah, no, it honestly surprises me if he even gets full nights of sleep. Okay? Because as somebody who's living the life I live, I can barely get 5 hours of sleep on a night I work the next day. Nord firing up in about 3 minutes. Because I have to fire it up at the time the feed goes live on Fight. Otherwise, it won't go live. It'll be like, can't broadcast in this area, and I'll have to fire it up again. But good reminder, because I didn't realize how close we were on time. I was like, firing an order, what? We're already here? Oh, yeah, okay. Ooh. Damn, you're right, Ray. It would. Everyone would be targeting each other's necks. She realized what she did. The gang bang. I'll never get over that. Oh, versus Roddy too, yes. Oh no, that just scares me because now I know if Kyle O'Reilly ever makes it back to wrestling, Mans is going to work so many neck spots. Wouldn't be fair though because this neck is too strong. Main event Adam. You get a point for Hangman Adam Page when he has a promo or something. Just seeing the graphic isn't a thing. You'll have to see him on screen. Yeah, just a match promotion. But you will get points for him, though. Because when he has that match, you're going to get at least 3 points for that. We don't talk about him. What was Christian's injury that he couldn't get cleared for? Main event Adam! Hey, Axe! What's up, my guy? How goes it, dude? What's up? Oh, yes. Really quick call, y'all, before I get to the Nord firing up. And y'all, please do drop a thumbs up on this video. It helps very much in getting discovered and getting found by those who might be exploring, looking for Watchalong stream, a new one, or their first one. Whoever. We want to be able to welcome them in with open arms. And those thumbs up help us be found by them. Please and thank you. He really is going to be in the main event. And then it makes sense. You kind of want to put him in the... She said Edge! She's realizing what she did. She's like, uh-oh. I think the benefit they have is that this was on YouTube. So, like, if there was legal conflict over it. Oh, good fam. Again, on a work trip. Hotel means I got a TV to watch. AEW in time. Yo, we love this, dude. You missed the buy-in, but that's completely understandable, especially considering this is a Tuesday Dynamite, not a Wednesday Dynamite. But also, y'all, getting up on that Nord action. So, if we hit some turbulence, a little bit of buffering is to be expected for at least a few moments. But I'll let you know once that's all said and done. And those of you on the Discord in the gorilla position will already know that we're live and ready to go. My job doesn't normally have me traveling, but it's been a nice shakeup from my normal... Oh, yeah, dude. That's got to be so nice to be able to get some travel in. All right, I got to pause the buy-in. I do apologize. I did not just fuck it up, did I? Okay. It's like, don't tell me I just fucked it up. I accidentally reconnected. Oh?
And how fitting is it the first thing that you see is the biggest star in this company, the TNT champion, Christian Cage. Now, speaking of my title, there's some serious implications for it tonight.
It really is, George.
Starting off with Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland for the right to be the #1 contender to face me this Saturday on Collision. Now, Swerve, if you happen to walk out victorious, that's fine by me because you've left a bad taste in my mouth when you cost our team the match at Wembley versus Sting and Darby Allin.
Okay.
Bryan Danielson, a little birdie told me that you still fancy yourself the best wrestler in the world. Well, my title says otherwise. And in the main event, my right hand of destruction, the most complete big man in the business today, Luchasaurus, is going to end the run of Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar, before it even gets started. But before that match, I might just have to walk out there in front of a live audience and elaborate on the 3 words that I left you hanging with last week. Oh, face of TNT, as the face of Warner Brothers Discovery, I've procured the first 30 minutes of Dynamite commercial free.
Oh yeah, that's your
One of you assholes
that's your
start
do it.
this show.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax.
Shouts out Christian. Ben over here marking. Is Christian the one to get GFY over? Right? That's great, Axe, because that was a oh my god, that was a Jericho thing. Yet again, another one of Jericho's tag team partners getting over with a Jerichoism better than Jericho does. That GFY, I remember that was like a 3-week thing. He was really trying out. Okay, we're opening with this match. Dude has got the Modelo. It's Modelo time. Coming out the hey, dude, Danielson's such a prick. Now he's coming out the face tunnel again. I feel like he's just taking turns with the tunnels at this point. The fans with the beer shots makes me want, right? I mean, I got my beverage of choice. Yo, he's got his BCC Letterman, whatever that jacket's called. He's got his steakhouse jacket, I guess. Not Danielson getting the Big Show treatment, right? You see, what's funny about it is people think Danielson has turned so much more than he actually has. Because he turned heel against, well, not even against the Dark Order, really, in his feud with Hangman. But the thing about that is, he started shifting into babyface territory because so many people were cheering him and he was being booked like one, but he never really turned babyface. He was just liked again. And then he reestablished his heelisms earlier this year when he came back to save Kenny Omega. But then proper turn face with this timeout. Trench coat is back. You love to see it. Hometown from Seattle is going. Dragon or Strickland. Yeah, that's right. They're both from Seattle. This is the Battle of the Seattle lads. So I like the idea of the tunnel, but I cannot keep up with all of it. You see, I love the idea of them. But it does feel like there are some wrestlers who aren't taking it seriously, and that kind of fucks it up for everybody else, you know? And Danielson's my all-time favorite, but he's looking like one of them, and as kind of a locker room leader, like an outright named locker room leader, I feel like that's one of the things that he probably shouldn't troll about, because then you'll have more people not caring. To me, it's really just left side me, because the thing is, AEW treats the alignment situation as canon. And I'll get this out of the way before this match really starts going. And it's more so like internally you are listed as a face or a heel. But that will not always match up with the crowd reaction, and they will address both elements of that. Swerve is a bad guy who gets cheered a lot. They will address all of that. Danielson was a bad guy who got cheered a lot, and they did address all of that. A lot of people don't realize Danielson was heel when he faced MJF at Revolution earlier this year. Okay, Rhea, you are not wrong, but full on actually here. And damn, stands corrected. Although we do got the Seattle Seahawks colors out here on Danielson, and I only know that because somebody said that during the pay-per-view. You didn't. Me. Probably you. I'm football man. This is indeed truth. No, you were telling me the rivals and stuff of them. I knew it was Seahawks colors because they told us on the thing. Several people mentioned it actually, because I know at some point the broadcast mentioned it, but I knew by that point. Several people said it here in the maybe it was you. I don't really know. I do see the Seahawks. Oh, they lost connection. That smile from Danielson. It's like, uh-oh. I wish a company would do what TNA used to do, having 2 different ramps. That I liked. That was a lot cooler. When there was literally the face side and the heel side of the time. Well, actually, never mind, because that wasn't a face-heel thing. That was just an opponent thing. The Rated R Superstar Luchasaurus. That I can agree with Lone Star, but I do think that Miro is adamant about staying on Collision. I think he wants... Because I remember reading a report that there was at least one Collision top guy who was adamant about only being featured on Collision. And initially I thought that was Scorpio Sky, but then when he started appearing on Ring of Honor, I was not so much sure about that. So I'm thinking it's Miro, who just wants to be a Collision exclusive guy. Oh, okay, Swerve. Oh, he actually tripped Danielson with the drop down. Yo. So smooth. I'm here for it. Oh my gosh. Just have a ring surrounded by 12 ramps and stages. The audience can't sit anywhere. I'm trading these pinfalls, though. Giovanni fucked up. Yeah, I knew Adam Copeland was going to be a thing. It was going to be an issue. Part of me thinks the reason they got the Rated R Superstar gimmick was for the sake of some sense of familiarity. The wrestlers simply walk on the fans. I would say it's just like 6 fans in between each ramp. Rhea enjoyers. Rhea fans be like... Yo, Swerve's gear is on point. I love it. Okay. Nice. That's what he needs to do. Pick a limb. Oh, went for the face, though. Swerve getting dirty. That's very fair, Rhea, yeah. Trying to stretch that arm out. Work out the tension. The tension in that wrist. Also, something I don't think I actually responded to out loud earlier, Ben, you mentioning you wanting a Swerve win. And honestly, I would be down for that. But I'm not sure if they want to do a heel versus heel situation there. Oh, okay. I wouldn't say clearly a tweener. Because a tweener doesn't necessarily just mean a heel who gets babyface reactions. I think Drew McIntyre is doing God's work right now in establishing what a tweener truly is in terms of character. A tweener is someone whose character sits on the fence, not the reaction. Swerve deserves. Shave the beard. I think Danielson wins by DQ. Really? A #1 contenders match by DQ would be interesting. Because, yeah. Even Danielson wasn't the clearest tweener because he was just one or the other getting the reaction he got. Dragon, I think. I'm really thinking it's Danielson too. It's really hard to go against the concept of alignments in pro wrestling. You know, as soon as you realize one of the options is a heel versus heel match, it's really hard to go against Danielson winning this in my mind from a booking perspective. But AEW can do it, especially the aforementioned crowd reaction. Swerve could be in there being a piece of shit. The crowd will love it. Christian could even be in there being a piece of shit, and the crowd will love it. That's what AEW's fan base is rabid in that regard. It resembles old school ECW in that way. Give me a DQ Swerve win with Bree debuting. Oh! He was taking in that crowd a little too much. Safe guess. I think they're going to protect Swerve. Ah, I see what you're saying. Swerve taking the applause like a heel should. Yeah, Cam, I hate when the heels try to be like, I don't want you cheering for me. Like, no, I feel like most heels would be self-absorbed and be like, of course they love me. Of course you love me. Like, that feels more like a heel than, don't love me. I don't want love. I don't want admiration. I don't know. The former feels much more human. With the missile drop kick, but that's got to hurt the ribs so much on that landing every single time. That front missile drop kick. I'm not booking savvy, but I find my experience as a fan more fun, despite... No, totally get that, Axe. And honestly, I think too many people... And I say this as someone who is often fan booking. I think too many people try to book as a fan. I don't want... Armchair book. There you go. And it's just like... It's not for everyone. And that's okay. You don't have to have a booking mentality to justify wanting the thing you like. Oh my gosh. Every single time the head kick with the... I'm not sure if it's just how people sell it or if he's really connecting to some extent. Original yes kicks. Right, Lone Star? I'm here for it. Oh yeah, dude. Swerve's always, like... Always got the goal. Except one me, in my mind, I realize I'm... That's fair, X. And I think a lot of people do that. So I'm glad that someone is just a little bit more self-aware of it. And is okay with that. I thought he was going to get the tope off of that. Swerve doing that front flip over the top rope will never not be impressive. Even if I'm sitting here talking over it. That was so good. Especially to do it this deep in the match. Danielson, you have more core strength than that. Attack his hands, Swerve. Attack his hands. Make him fall back. 100% Rhea. Crunchy, right? I appreciate that AEW's gotten more into the habit of showing mid-match replays. A lot of times their matches are moving too fast to be able to get away with it. Oh, dodged it. That was smooth as a butter. Scooted just a little bit closer to the turnbuckle, so the stomp missed him. Hooked the leg, pulled him down, and then back rolled into the half crab. So clean. The roll was smooth and everything. Appreciate that, Axe. Thank you very much. A lot of people don't pick up on that hint. Sometimes I even feel like the people who are ahead will try to take advantage of that, and they'll accidentally say something ahead. Like, I have the audio here on the stream, and not for nothing, I like to say I'm pretty detailed with my reactions a lot of the time, so you can tell what I'm reacting to. So, yes, very much appreciated, friend. And that could just be me be the cynical part of my brain, thinking everyone's always out to ruin fun. But I've seen it more often than not, where the people who are ahead and talking about the things that they're seeing ahead, like I've seen somebody be like, oh my god, what a kick, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? And the kick will happen, and it'll blow my mind, because like, oh my god, you just kicked their teeth out their mouth. You definitely knew I didn't react to that yet. But he's propping him up on the top rope now. The way Swerve's holding himself ready, I feel like he's going to flip out of it. I was wrong. Flush with the back superplex. Nada. Do double check, Axe. See if you're live on the stream. You probably have already checked, but there's a little live button right over here, right next to the play button. And if the little dot isn't lit red, then you aren't caught up to where we are live. So maybe that'll help. Hopefully that's the case. It's jump ship again, and now she is AEW World Champion. Rhea, dang it! Sounds like a great 10 seconds that's about to happen. Now I hear Soraya's music hit and be like, you're fucking with me, right? Steppy's time? Yes. I appreciate the slow build-up. Oh. Swerve's sitting up. Getting him with the knees down, that's nice. And then laying those steppies. The tenacity of Swerve. If that does happen, I do not take responsibility. Look, it wasn't my fault that I tried to say some out-of-pocket nonsense, and it played out. Blame AEW for being AEW. Oh, he's going. Oh, just how he beat Okada. Oh, that looked like he was tapping for a second. Well, not submitting. My lesson. Stream was like 30. That stream was like 30 minutes behind. I am live, and I've checked several times. Secret fear. Yeah, actually, I mainly say that because you're on hotel Wi-Fi, presumably, and that can be iffy sometimes. And Zoe will have that issue where she'll like secretly buffer and not realize it, and then will fall behind before she knows it. She's like a minute behind. Oh, house call out of nowhere, like right into the frame. That was awesome. Oh, he's going for the swerve stomp. No, I don't think he's got it. Yes, Danielson, let's go. That was so great. It's just a close-up of his face, and then just foot enters frame and knocks Danielson's head out of it. That was so lovely. I need these 6. Tell me how I was, like, in 5th place halfway through the week and then miraculously ended up in 1st again on Fantasy Stable points. I just can't. I sometimes think it's a little unfair how... Oh my gosh, how do you do that? I'm sure I've seen that before, but I feel like I can't remember the last time I've seen that. And they catch with the feet, and then you just... This match is so awesome, Lone Star. Tied? Fair enough, Rhea, because you are tied with me. Honestly, shoutouts to you. You are, like, so up there. What a match indeed, Devin. It's so awesome. He's grabbing the crown now. What are we doing here? Oh, Nana without the crown. Is that not throwing you off? Hangman, yes! Hangman saving Danielson's interesting. But Psycho knee. Oh, he caught him. Oh, was going for a half and a half turn. Oh, the JML driver too, the roll up. I was going to say that wasn't the deepest roll up. Out the corner, second attempt. But Psycho knee connects. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. Danielson's first singles championship match in over a year. Yes. Tell me how only when I don't wear my Danielson shirt does he win matches. I shouldn't say that. I worded it Forbidden Door. But still, that was so clean. Shout out to both those lads. That was a fantastic match. Okay, Contraya in. I tried. But yes. This is... Do not boo my dragon. I see how they protect the Swerve there. Kind of. Yes. Yeah, I'm with you there. He was going to try and cheat, and it got turned around on him, and then his head was taken out off the ball. And he didn't lose immediately for that. But at that point, his head wasn't in the game. Got hit with that knee and was done. Oh, there's Joe. You're damn right I did, Ray, and I'll do it again. Kind of same, Devin.
This Saturday at Collision, I begin my road to championship gold. This Saturday at Collision, I show the world why I am violence manifest. Domination made flesh. Why I am the man who goes out there and takes what he wants from anybody.
Ew. Is that is that a Tate reference, Seven? Oh, for shame. So many people more worth the memory space in a suit who's got that look going on. I was thinking a $6 million man. No, Joe's still television title. No, Cam. Christian cannot keep getting away with this. Did we just go down the roster and be like, all right, whose dad is dead? We need to line up Christian's programs for the next 6 months. You understand? Ben, you understand? I just imagine Ben in a hood with a light underneath him. You understand must what happen. What must happen? Damn it, I killed my own bit. Dead in the water. Unprotected chair shot. Failure. I hold L. The War Dog. Are we going to see Wardlow again tonight? Be neat. I feel bad because George picked Wardlow right after Wardlow appeared on last week's Dynamite, and then Wardlow hasn't been seen since.
What's he trying to prove here, Taz? It's called hatred. It's part of pro wrestling. It's about money.
It's hilarious that there's so few top performers in the stable, in the fantasy stable, and Jericho is one of the only ones not picked. In fact, is he the only one? Oh, you didn't know that, Rhea? Yeah, it's her going, you think you know him. Danielson, I understand you had a father. I appreciate that, Axe. I'm not trying to lose weight, though. That's the thing. I mean... Make no mistake, I've since lost the weight I'm looking for. That's actually due to muscle loss, unfortunately. Oh, no, you're good, bud. It's no big deal, really. Honestly, I think I can put it on soon. Hobbs beef personified. But no, ultimately, shout-outs to you on your journey, my guy. I'm glad you're getting there. Going right out the gate is Jericho. Hobbs in the red gear and no singlet. That's an interesting look. No, dude, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's not a bad thing. It's like, realistically, this is a very mundane complaint to have, all things considered, because there's a lot of, you know, like, I should have probably clarified a little bit more in the upper third now that I think about it. Oh, I was kind of hoping that was, Hobbs is no. He feeds on... Hobbs is no nothing. He feeds on the void. You're very welcome, man. I'm glad your journey's going very good for you. Yes, I've just been taking a lot of time off from the gym in the last couple of months. I've been very inconsistent with my gym scheduling, and my body type demands that I be consistent with my workout, with my exercise to maintain the fruits of the labor, so to say. Another spine buster. I kind of... No, finish it. Come on, town business, brother. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. And then a third spine buster. Pin him. Pin him right now. It should be over. You've pinned Keith Lee off of one. Come on, dude. Spinebuster Symphony, right, Lone Star? Reigniting that Wardlow Hobbs feud? I hear you, man. Yeah, something that I've really been focusing on lately is body types. There are 3 main body types. Honestly, this will be an explanation for commercial after this match. Oh, and then a headbutt. Okay. But yes, there's ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph. Ectomorph are skinny people who have a hard time putting on muscle or fat. Endomorph are people who very easily can put on muscle or fat or burn muscle or fat. Me. And then there are mesomorphs who very easily put on muscle and fat but have a very hard time burning it. Your body type is not an absolute lock. You can work around it. For example, you can be a buff ectomorph and you can be a skinny mesomorph. But that requires the right level of exercise and dieting specific to you. That's what I'm saying. A 4th spinebuster and he's still not done. I'm waiting, dude. Town business. Town business, please. Stop the damn match, right, Devin? He is murdering Jericho. And I can tell you right now, I am here for it. The end is coming. The end is near. Is this match on the way to Armageddon 2002? A 5th spinebuster. Why are you not pinning him? Banger. A bit, yes. He just joined Don Callis. He just joined the Don Callis family last Wednesday. This is the first time he's wearing the no singlet look with just the trunks. And he does seem to have a new level of intensity, having hit 5 spinebusters now. Jericho's moving? I mean, I understand the spinebuster is devolved to a signature, but it's still a lot. Jericho with the hope spot. Code breaker. It's good. Also, definitely more intense than Team Taz. Hobbs. I'm with you there. Oh, yeah, no, he left Team Taz a little over a year ago, having turned down Ricky Starks. Kind of won their feud, which dragged on a bit. Swear to God. I know, dude. No worries. I don't think he's beating... I shouldn't say that. I don't think he's beating Hobbs off of that. I think he needs to hit, like, 2 back-to-back finishes. But if he wins, that will upset me for 2 reasons. Well, in 2 ways. Not even 2 ways. There'll be 2 parts to me being upset for that. Because Kenny Omega has lost every single match in this feud thus far. And Chris Jericho lost the one to Ospreay. But if Jericho wins this one against the newest member of this stable, first off, that means he's got to kick a 6th spinebuster. He's got to kick out Hobbs. Because he brought on Kyle Fletcher for the tag match last week, and Kyle Fletcher lost. And he's like, that kid screwed me. And then we never saw him with him again.
Fans, this is Title Tuesday, AEW Dynamite. So much going on tonight. One of the, perhaps, if not the biggest, Dynamite ever. Ray Fenix.
Oh, I should change the thing. I never changed that match.
slips free the grip. Powerhouse Hobbs kicking at the knee. And don't forget our huge main event, the in-ring debut, the AEW in-ring debut of the rated R superstar, Adam Copeland, one-on-one with Luchasaurus later on tonight.
Okay, he's going to try here. Oh, walls in. Yeah, this is
He's trying to turn him over. Oh my gosh, is he really gonna get him into submission?
those legs to alleviate those spine busters, and he's got
Spinebuster City, right? Really is kind of Spinebuster City. Now that you mention that.
Taz, you can see how deeply he is setting back. This hold tears apart your hamstrings and your lower back. It's brutal.
But with all the
That's not how that works. See.
of Chris Jericho, how much can he really crank back, Taz?
Yeah, well, that's a good point, and maybe that's why you're seeing the counter by Hobbs. Big man gripping the throat, I believe.
Yeah, Hobbs pulled himself up by the throat of Chris Jericho. And now, just God, he's trying to put him through the mat. The count and Jericho.
Already had him front.
Man, I look, he would have popped if he put him down with the world's strongest slam there. Hey there, Ron Duffy. How goes it? Jericho's going down. It looks like he's got heart. Oh yeah, definitely, George. But it's at the same time, he's not.
Now hoists up Jericho
He's not
again. Spiking Jericho.
losing. Like I feel like by now he should have lost.
Dominated quite like this. And Cal just loading.
I understand Orange Cassidy was working full matches.
And that was, oh, wow.
Okay. All right. We did it. The second power slam was enough. All right. Which is kind of weird, but okay. Right? The pin over the face. That was where it's just like, I'm done with you. And he was done. That knee on the face was... ooh.
For the Don Callis family in Powerhouse Hobbs.
This family may be unstoppable right now, Excalibur. That was impressive as hell right there. Complete domination, guys, like it or not.
I mean, Tony, you've been there from the early days of Chris Jericho's.
Wow, that was...
You know,
That was a match.
I mean, if you remember ever seeing Jericho dominated like that.
I've never seen Jericho.
I was just about to mention, Orange Cassidy didn't take big moves like that, you know? This was... He has not hit his finisher. It's weird to me that Powerhouse Hobbs did not hit his finish here. But instead, used 6 power slams and then finished it with 2 power slams. I'm sorry, 6 spine busters and then finished it with 2 power slams. Mark Henry's son with that. And Mark Henry's son with that. And
Not cleared to travel tonight after the beating suffered at the hands of that man, Powerhouse Hobbs,
not clear to travel. That's rough.
without any sort of backup. Powerhouse Hobbs just utter domination over a legend of our sport. Well, fans, let's keep up with the continuing saga of Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and the Kingdom.
Hey. Hopefully TBS doesn't have any idiots. Issues with this video. I was trying so hard to not get this mixed up.
I need you to cut my grass. Cut your seriously, dude. Nag. Are you kidding? But what about the? Look at these guys. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Grass cut now. Please.
I do believe so. Yeah. Adam! Can you mow my lawn? Dude, I couldn't imagine. Why is Taven dressed like it's still Hot Boy Summer?
Oh, I gotta get a change of shirt. This shirt's disgusting. Oh, what are you talking about, dude? I actually have something in the house for you. Hey, looking sharp, my man. Nice shirt.
Thanks, Bennett. Guys, what the hell is up with this giraffe?
Rick Strong. This is Roddy's get well soon present when he was in the hospital. Clearly, you didn't get him anything, even though he got you that.
Roderick Strong looks like-
And a giraffe.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that, Axe.
The entire animal kingdom. You ever see a giraffe fight? It's just like this.
Okay, whoa, all right. Sorry I asked. But Roddy.
Rick Strong.
I think it's a little bit weird. There's no
cell service out here. Also, not a single TV in the house. I want to watch Dynamite, see what Max is up to. You kidding me? Weird. First off, it keeps us engaged, and second off, TV is the devil, Adam. It is the I'm gonna go get surgery.
Giraffe neck. Oh, dirt. Wow, I can't believe I didn't get that Lone Star.
I just need one more thing.
What a bizarre relationship Adam Cole
Specifically the way he's like, Adam doesn't seem too far off from Ryan Reynolds' mannerisms.
puts his AEW International
It's amazing that Roderick Strong found such a glorious character on accident like this.
not cleared to compete. Orange Cassidy, the former champion, never got
No. Roddy's character, this is a new level for Roddy's character in terms of his characterisms. Rick Strong for AEW champ. I'm here for it. He's got a backpack. Oh, I just realized the music. Oh, oops. This is what I freshly squeezed Orange City. The longest reigning international champion in AEW history at 326 days. Big save to Ben. Good looking out, my log. Wow. This was literally like a year ago. That's so awesome. Love seeing that. I get that. This is kind of Orange Cassidy's title. I'm not going to lie. As soon as Toni started the announcement earlier, I thought he was going to say Rey Fenix wasn't cleared to compete. Because Rey Fenix has been like falling apart at the seams since winning that title. What is it about this championship that gives everybody like a -5 on all their stats? Massive. That's what I'm saying, dude. Everyone's overall drops by at least 3. Yep, that arm. He had to immediately tag out, and then they did that, which sucked. It's the workhorse till you die title. Damn it, even Phoenix has a Joker. Is this Joker themed? I think it would match the Joker attire, but I don't because he doesn't have any like face paint gimmicks. Nah, he's just got a lot of green and purple on the gear. Ah. Damn. Orange Cassidy cares. Also love though the segment for him getting the match. He's like, well, I guess. And he's like, well, if you're not sure. And he's like, no, I'm sure. Like Orange is like, I was being coy. Wait, you mean he can? Yes, Devin. In fact, that's when Orange Cassidy is dangerous. Early on in AEW, that was what kind of got him over. In his first match with Pac, that was when it was really like, oh, wait, so this is what Orange Cassidy's like when he cares. And it was a big point. Oh, my gosh. That was such a big... I don't know why I was ready for that to be it. Yes, in that promo on the Dynamite leading into All Out, Orange Cassidy showed how much he's grown and how much he's come to care about the championship. The championship was what he cared most about, even. Orange Cassidy is a more layered character than I think a lot of people give him credit for, and he's one of the many reasons I want to do a retro AEW watch-along kind of gimmick. Onions love them. You got layers like us. Simon, give this an up. I know, George. It's interesting to see Orange Cassidy tossing Rey Fenix around outside. You made it cringe. Good. I am cringe, but I am free. Yeesh, that was like a foot to the throat. Onion Cassidy, Ogre Cassidy, still OC either way. Right, Axe? So you get it. Indeed it is Hassan, so I ask you no NXT spoilers, please. As far as we're concerned, it's a Wednesday night like every other night. Like every other Dynamite. Working on that back, Orange Cassidy is... Yeah, it's nice to see the tables turned. Orange Cassidy working a body part on somebody instead of getting his body parts worked. It's funny that they were like, first 30 minutes commercial free, and they're like, well, actually, it's been 43 and counting. Maybe they've gone into... Well, actually, I haven't heard the commentators call for it, but I could have missed it. Picture in picture. Could have happened by now. Oh my goodness. No spoilers, Camp. No, I'm kidding. But that's funny. Because I'm pretty sure I heard NXT was supposed to be commercial free the entire 2 hours. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear, Hassan. As someone who watched both shows and Collision live, I personally preferred Collision. Fastlane was good, but it was a little too set in stone and slightly self-indulgent for my liking. But most WWE pay-per-views are. PLEs. Oh. You heard the smack. Oh, and then into the seatbelt. Oh, the mouse trap. Oh. He got it back. No way. No way! That's so funny. Oh my god. That's so great. He just won it back. He cares, damn it. He cares. Don't you worry about the profanity, Devin. You're good. Is Fenix really hurt? I'm thinking Fenix might actually be hurt if they booked him to lose this match, because they've had to take him out of several matches since he won the title. So I think they're doing this. But if Mox comes back and wins that title back by winning it off of Orange Cassidy, I think that would be so freaking funny. Because what that would look like is, I think that would be actually a really interesting story to tell. Hook has a backpack. I mean, to be fair, Hook always kind of walked around with a backpack. So I'm not sure if it... Chin up. Tits out. Same, Max. Perfection. Lover's Lament. I'm going insane watching this. Indeed it is, Todd. Was it supposed to be picture in picture? I'm not sure. But if it was, that'd actually have been genius. Going insane watching this. No, man. You get a taste of history with this. Oh, is it? That's so funny. Because it's got music dubbed over it, but it's meant to be like a silent film. I'm here for the ride. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm here for the ride. Looks like she's driving. I feel like the beginning set the stage. I feel like this was part 1 to Lover's Lament. So silent film. She wrote and produced herself. I'm bewildered. Okay, Devin. That's nice of you, bud. No spoilers. You kicked out. None of that. Oh, shit. Fuck, finally I can run. This probably is not a full commercial break, is it? I feel like it's not going to be. All right, I'm going to have to run for it. I'm going to go for it. Be right back, y'all. Well, this wasn't the time to go off. Fucking ran. I heard the things end and I was like, fuck. I made it back in time for the symphony though. Symphony. Also, I don't think we're live. You don't think so? Knocked him out. Oh, I see. Oh, shit. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, my cat likes this little area where I have a lot of wires. Matches. Right? Use Daniel. Ben wants his points, damn it. Where's your belt, mate? It's cheating, but probably cheats at poker. Christ, Wardlow, calm down, right, Devin? Hangman again. That's appearance points, and now gonna get some match points. Indeed, George. You've gotten 4 points off of Hangman tonight, at least. If he wins this match, 7. Swerve isn't him. Oh, you gotta believe, dude. You think he's gonna take that lying down? He just lost his chance at a title because of this guy. He's not gonna just be like, one second. My bad, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Did not lock my door. Just realized that was in the shop. The champ. What are these? Why did it take me this long to look at it? 3-wheelers. BBG is wheeling and dealing. Big wheels, right? Guns up. Definitely going to have to get a guns up and the scissors emote back as soon as we get memberships on this, which, by the way, y'all, we hit a mile marker on this channel. We've officially attained the amount of watch hours we need to get memberships for the channel. The problem with that is we don't have enough subscribers yet. We need to double our subscriber count to get to that. We need to get 500 subscribers in this time period, which, not for nothing, is very doable. But we just need to get seen. We need to get heard. So spread the word, y'all. Hell, if y'all got like some lame, like dormant second YouTube account or something, pull that up and subscribe on it. We do got some juice. And we got the stream crashers too. Shout out to Rhea. Rhea's got some appearance points. Me impersonating The Undertaker at 5 years old. I love that Jay White has just decided to pick up where CM Punk left off, but better. In regards to being the champ, not champ. To each their own, Ben. I don't know. On the sheer count that this makes sense from the gate, straight out the gate, I like it a little more. Sit your ass down. I don't think that's what he was doing, y'all. Appreciate that. Nah, I'm just being from Chicago. I appreciate that. Also, Card Blade sighting. I'm really going back and forth on whether or not I put Card Blade on the list for next season's Fantasy Stables draft. But my thing is, if I do, I know someone's going to draft them, and it will almost indefinitely be a wasted pick. Oh yeah, dude, this is definitely a points night for you. That's what I've noticed, and that's why I really like posting each individual show's points, because it gets so, it wildly differs. There will be, like, on any given night, you could get no points or a fuck ton of points. And that's what I like about it. So that way it's not like, oh, this person got 30 points and I got 4. I'm never going to win this thing. Tomorrow, the reverse could be true. I'm over him, and I actually remember before I was a Punk fan of WWE, I was a Cena fan. No, I owned that shit. At least Cena hasn't given you any reason to go back on that from a personal standpoint, you know? I can understand. That was a nice chop into the corner now. I can understand, they're really turning up the pace here. I can understand separating a time when you were a fan of someone versus a time where you were not. Granted, that should vary depending on the quality of person, you know? Like, to put in perspective, I can still appreciate the positive memories I've had of Punk. I can't appreciate the positive memories I've had of Benoit, you know? So things like that. But that's varying degrees. I think that's a case-by-case basis, and that kind of varies with every single person. Far be it for me to say my moral compass is one everyone should abide by. Nice reversal! I love that guy in the crowd. I'm still a Punk fan, just a low-key one. Low-key as in second highest key on the piano. I'm mean. That was mean. Also, where is Jack Perry? He's paying his fines, my guy. Kick out at 1 by Hangman. Okay. Sure, a lot of values with Cena. I was a big fan of him up until the Punk popped off. I think I'll acknowledge there was a time Cena was my favorite. There was also a time. Yeah, and I think that's completely fine. I'm not too much a fan of Undertaker's personality nowadays. You know, back when men were men. You know, I'm not a fan of that stuff. But if it wasn't for The Undertaker, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. That's a cold, hard fact. The Undertaker is who captivated me, who got me into wrestling, who got me to stick with wrestling. I'm watching on cable, and John Cena just had a commercial. I know he's going to be on NXT, my guy. I love it. The gun's up. He's trying to do the thing where he gets it going on there. I see what you're saying. I see. There was a commercial with Cena in it. Okay, that makes more sense. Also, his hair's come over to the side, and he's got the little side ponytail gimmick going on. He low-key is rocking it. I'm so happy they already got a match for Full Gear. Now, don't let this be the only match that's announced for 4 weeks. Let's get 3 matches announced within the next 2 weeks. Please. Please, improve upon this. And also, start talking about Battle of the Belts. It's literally in, like, 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks. Like 10 days. Oh. That's my brother's birthday. I should hit him up. No, don't do the slobber thing. Please, Jay White, don't do the slobber thing. It was an OGFU. I don't know, it looked like a DVD to me. Nah. I would never accept it. Oh, probably was. I didn't fully pay attention. Proto FU. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, just a DVD. Oh, holding on that leg. Yes! Let's go. I need to give this match more attention. I have been paying attention to it, but I haven't really been reacting to it because I've been, like, jockeying the thoughts here. Lifted him for it. Fair enough, yeah. The release DVD, I guess you could call it. Crossbody over. Okay. Oh, that leg, though. I get you, George. He needs that rebound win. But Jay White is challenging for the world title. So it's almost like he takes priority in that case. Also, Jay White is undefeated in singles competition. He is yet to be pinned or submitted in AEW. It's that 2 out of 3 falls match and that trios match he was not pinned or submitted in. Pop-up power on sit out. Nice. Oh, I didn't get both arms, though. Yeah. Statistically, Jay White's got this match won. But we know Hangman Page can throw statistics out of the window. Just look at his matches with Danielson. Well, his first 2. The third one where he lost to Danielson in the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions last year. It's a little different of a story. Oh, dear. That snap suplex into the bottom turnbuckle. That sucked. Edge versus Christian at Full Gear feels like what they're going to do. But hear me out. I want Edge versus Christian at Full Gear to be their second match in AEW. Their first match should happen at Battle of the Belts on the 21st. Christian antics to keep the title on him in a way that can justify a rematch with a little bit more story push, a little bit more story progression from that point on. I don't care if everyone else is giving up on it. I'm determined to see Battle of the Belts become a worthwhile program. Oh, again on that knee. I was just about to be like, Gorebuster's on the apron. You barely have any fall to landing on it, but then that knee thumped like it did. I understand this, Ben. But I have hope. I have hope that they'll understand that they can make it important if they want it to be important. And that smile from Jay White at the camera there just now is good. Price is fantastic. Nice. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, the figure 4 knee bar. Yes. I'm here for it. That's not the inverted. That's a reverse figure 4, not an inverted figure 4. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I only question that because Taz is saying otherwise, and Taz knows his shit. Knee is not kicking out. Knee blade runner. That's great. Oh, I never unmuted. I'm sorry, y'all. There's the audio for y'all to sync with. Getting up now for a back suplex. On the turnbuckle. My bad. There's no audio to sync with. The title is now held by Vacant. I just caught that, Axe. The title of your favorite wrestler is now held by Vacant. That's funny. Oh, I think I know what Hangman wants to pull off here. Let's go. Moonsault, fallaway slam. Again on that knee. How is he going to hit the buckshot at this point? What it looked like to me is that the knees clacked, which would probably hurt the other one, but still. Ultimately, that's there. Oh my gosh, a straight up thumb to the eye. Who ropes instead of over. You still need that knee for base once you come back up onto your feet. I guess I kind of get where you're coming from. I'm pretty big on Hangman myself because when I hear those magnificent promos, like he's just one of the greatest baby faces that ever baby faced. His promo, did you see the segment with Swerve last week? Not last week. Was it the week before? The go home show. Oh my goodness. The go home show. It's a Wrestle Dream. Oh, it was magnificent. And his promo after he came back against Mox, were about his I forgot my son's name promo. Oh my gosh, he just elicits such genuine emotion from me. But that being said, I wish he was that more often. And I can get where you come from with that. Like it's almost like he doesn't get to be that enough for you to truly get behind it when watching on a week-to-week basis. In fact, there were times where he kind of just was, like, off the radar. Not only he disappeared, but wasn't doing much. You know what? That's not a bad shout. I was like, is he really trying to do a T-bone to the outside? I want to see MJF run out and snatch his belt. Just couldn't get into words. Yeah. I feel you there, fam. It really is. It's just one of those things. It's just like, let it be this more. But I also can understand if that time he's not there is him taking off. Oh. Yeah. I know I did. But yes. Couldn't get it in. I do think some of that comes from him taking time off for family reasons. Because a lot of that, now that I think about it, started happening after his son was born in 2021. Which unfortunately meant that it affected his world title reign. Which I think was better than a lot of people give it credit for. Nice with the flatliner. Caught him in the flatliner and then a bit of a deadlift German there. Nice, dude. Just came out of nowhere with that. Totally get that, Axe. And I hope he does. I truly hope he does. Because I think Hangman's, oh no, the sleeper slam, but he's right up onto his feet. He couldn't get the buckshot part of it, but he hit one hell of a lariat just now. Oh. I spoke too soon. He's pulling himself up on the apron now. Okay, they have Rick and Morty promotions in the arena. Oh no. Into the Deadeye. Oh, but his knee. No weight on the shoulders. Just barely had his body over him. Momentary distraction along with the fact that he couldn't mount a proper cover. Oh, welcome, Nana. On Swerve's behalf. Oh, no. Oh, that high stack in the tights. It's done. Honestly, the knee comes in play there as well. And still, it wasn't for the title, friend. Jay White said it was an eliminator. Although I guess by eliminator rules, that means he can't challenge for the belt anymore. Fuck! Well, why am I justifying this? He's not champion. Until... Technically counts. It was the embassy. It wasn't Swerve, but it was the embassy, nonetheless. Yes. Agreed, Axe. I used to dislike it. It was like... I am concerned that he just gets, like, leveled.
Hang on. I just took it to 4-0 with Hangman. Could you please repeat that, Max? No. We don't want to hear any more from MJF. No. We want to hear from J-A-Y. Hey. Shush.
Shush, please. Bullet Club Alpha Academy.
Your scumbag wants the Triple B. You want the Bang Bang belt?
Oh no.
Well, I was going to say yes until you were so rude, so the answer's no, sorry.
Rough.
Okay. You know what? I'll be the bigger man here. Jay, I know you better than you know you because I was you, and frankly, I'm still not that far off, but Lord knows I am trying. You are the guy who doesn't give a damn about anybody else. You will do whatever it takes to get what you want. You will use people, you will abuse people, you will maim people. Matter of fact, those guys standing around you that you claim to care about, deep down, you and I both know you could give less of a shit about any of those three. You are using them to get where you want to be, and I would know, Jay,
because that is right out of the MJF playbook. But unlike you, Jay,
Yep.
every day I wake up, I do the hard thing. I wake up and I try to be a better man. And it is hard. I hate it. But deep down, I know it's working. Because for the first time in my life, when I look in the mirror, I ain't punching out the reflection. And because for the first time in my life, I have earned...
Exactly. Axe. Exactly. Characters grow. It's just it's a lot more show don't tell mentality.
There are two things in this life I care about. My brother Adam Cole, who is out right now injured and needs 2 surgeries, and that's my cross to bear. As if me dealing with your shit isn't enough. And then there is that title you were holding, but you call it a belt. My friend, that ain't a belt. That is my livelihood. That is my legacy. Because when you win the AEW World title, that makes you the best wrestler in the goddamn world. Now, Jay, I hate your guts. Matter of fact, if those schmucks weren't surrounding you, I'd have already broken your legs and your neck and taken back what is mine.
Yes, Axe.
Trust me on that. However, I do not let that cloud my judgment. Jay White, I know how talented you are. I know you're
True.
next level. I know you're elite. And I am sure someday you will join the very exclusive club of being an AEW World Champion. However, that day is not today. Do you understand me? So I'm going to ask you to do the hard thing for once in your life. I'm going to ask you to do what I've done. Dig deep. Be a man. Show some dignity and respect, not to me, but to the sport, to All Elite Wrestling, and to these fans.
Oh yeah.
Give me back what you have not yet earned.
The cackling. These hyenas.
Earned? I haven't earned this, huh? You're just coming out here and asking me to give it back to you. How is that earning it? But first off, thank you for coming and asking face to face so nicely instead of jumping me from behind in your cute little devil mask. But you're just asking for this. I don't know if you know how this works. You can't just ask for this. Like you just said, you have to earn it. You have to win it.
Someone-
Officially, in a match, and you have a match coming up November 18th, Los Angeles Kia 4 in full gear. You have that match, so be patient. You'll get your chance where you'll fail. But, Max, if you can't be patient, if you can't wait, like you just said, you could just come on down and take it. But something tells me with us 5 here, you don't have your gimp squad, there's no Adam Cole, you have no friends, so you ain't coming down. But I tell you what, you find 3 people that can simply tolerate you, let alone team up with you, you come and put your 4 up against the Bang Bang Gang. And if you win, maybe you'll get the Bang Bang belt back. 4 Bs.
Card blade included. I love that.
Yeah, and Friedman, before you leave, Friedman,
Friedman.
I heard through the grapevine that next week there's a Dynamite Diamond Dozen Battle Royal, baby.
Oh my god, there is.
First chance to win that stupid ring that you care about.
I thought that isn't until December.
So throw my name in, because I'm going to win the Battle Royal. I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to take your ring. And we're going to have everything that you love, you idiot. And then guess what? When that's all done, I'm going to give you a little present. Something you're really going to like. Oh, yeah? What's that? I already got it wrapped. What is that? There you go, right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got your name on it, buddy, old boy. Right there, Friedman. worth. You know what I do with these, Sonny Jack? I break its jaws. So after we ruin your life, I'm gonna put a roll of quarters in my hand.
Hey, you come near me with those quarters, I'll end your life, you piece of shit!
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Juice went a little... Yeah, I mean, he went a little too low there.
MJF, he's talked at length about the bullies that would torment him in his youth by throwing quarters at him, and Juice Robinson touching a nerve right there.
Hey, there goes to him, and this goes to you. MJF,
Wow. They really took this to the next level here. And I'm only okay with it because I know this was Max's idea. There's no way this was not Max's idea. Until reported otherwise. And I'm pretty, especially after that fan a few weeks ago, I would not be surprised if this is MJF trying to own this. I am too, Ben. I'm like, wow, they just went there. Wow, that was so intense. Oh my gosh. Act 2. All right, y'all. Wow, that got me shook. Like, my heart is almost... I'm with you, Axe. But I'm not sure if you saw it. During the Dynamite Grand Slam, there was a fan ringside who held up a sign that said, MJF, I dropped some quarters and like pointing down below him. And it went viral after the fact. MJF didn't see it, but until like he didn't see it at the show, he saw it afterwards. And he kind of, I want to say blew up about it because that's not exactly was his reaction, but he definitely acknowledged it and roasted it. And I think that was him I think this is him kind of trying to take that. Oh my gosh, are you okay, Toni? Huh? Yeah, no, this would be some 99 2000 WCW shit if he wasn't in on it. Yeah, no, there's no way he wasn't at least run by him. But I can't imagine this happening if it wasn't MJF's ideas explicitly. Miss Storm, you are needed on set. Okay. Jeez. Definitely interesting. I'm not sure if that landed the way they wanted to, but I really appreciate them taking a risk on it. Agreed, Axe. I already know that by midnight tonight we'll know if that was, like, anything other than exactly planned. She is really bad, Tracy. George is so, like, is she okay? Mentality. Also, Toni Storm is the only women's wrestler we've seen on screen in these near 2 hours. Dynamite has been broadcast. Can we fix that?
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday. I'm Excalibur, joined by Tony Schiavone, Taz, and let's go down to the fourth member of our broadcast team, the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit is for the AEW Women's World Championship.
What you mean? It's not. Yeah, the show's been going on nearly 2 hours because the buy-in. Oh, you might not have been privy to it, Axe. They did a half-hour pre-show for tonight's Dynamite where it had Eddie Kingston defending both his titles against Minoru Suzuki. You're not wrong, Axe. That is true. In 9:20 to 9:30 is usually when their women's match will start. But that's exactly what's so upsetting about it, is like, why would you wait until now to do this? Especially on this night where you're competing against NXT and you don't want people to change the channel and run off to the other show. And I say that because this is always their lowest rated quarter hour, 9:30 to 9:45. So why wouldn't you try to stack that quarter hour if your belief is that the women don't draw? Unless you're telling us that your women do draw, in which case, why aren't they ever booked at different points of the show? It pretty much, when I look at it from one angle to the other, it's upsetting. Hence, I just want the women to be featured in AEW more. But AEW gives me so many good things. It's really hard for me to just sit here and like be like, I don't know, because this is a really big thing. You know, it's a glaring hole in AEW's game, is the time and effort put into the women's division. Might be. Did Eddie win? Eddie did, in fact, win. It was an awesome match, by the way. It was on YouTube free, so you gotta go check it out. I want to see. Really? In fact, that's the one thing I'll give NXT over AEW. NXT last Tuesday had 4 women's matches on it. Running the offense in the corner now. I really kind of want to see Sheeta win, but I don't think that's going to happen. Right, Axe? And like on Ring of Honor it happens. So people speculate that it's a Warner Brothers thing, right? But why? Why is it a Warner Brothers thing? Why is Warner Brothers like not okay with more women's matches on the show? And if that's the case, I think AEW should actually consider moving networks. But what does that do to TBS and TNT championships? Nice. Okay, into the lower back. That's an interesting target. Same. All we ever get is like, we have plenty of women's talent. We try to feature what will benefit the ratings most. And it's like, so there's an indirect implication there. Oh, she ate that. Nice. Backfired, but also Ruby Soho sighting. Watch for the shoe! I didn't even see her get all the way over there. Oh, dang it. I was really hoping that Sheeta would have gotten back to work on the champ.
Hikaru Shida sent hard into the barricade.
That was pretty damn good, guys. Yeah, but there was an opening there when Toni Storm had come out here, and Saraya, she took advantage of it to blindside Shida.
Well, Hikaru Shida was so stunned by Toni Storm, who up until now was somebody that Hikaru Shida considered Toni Storm an adversary, a rival. And now to get aid from timeless Toni Storm, and very unexpected for Hikaru Shida.
Well, I tell you, timeless Toni Storm is, I think we can all say, very unpredictable right now. Yes, she does. We don't know what she's going to do because she don't know what she's going to do. That's right. That's right.
And Saraya,
Now like a modern day version of the missing link.
or the Tasmania.
That's it. Wow. Oof. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. Come on, Saraya. Someone made that sign and all that work into just using a blue Sharpie and putting.
Did it just say Rip Barry?
All I wanted to see was a remake of Dragon Force on Sega Saturn, and now his sign just torn to shreds.
What?
The racquetball, but right now, Saraya is very proud.
What a... I feel like that's a sticker.
To the midsection. But Saraya in control. I mean, this match really took a turn.
Ben.
Provided Shida with some assistance, but Shida so stunned by that.
Hey, Craig, how goes it, fam?
Fire knees against the rope. Wow, yeah, heavy. And now Shida returned to the ring by the champion. And taking a victory lap.
Soaking in the adulation is Saraya. Expecting a bit of a roll up here, though. Oh, she's doing the hair pull gimmick. Nice. Appreciate you, Craig. Thank you for swinging by. Hope you've been enjoying your night. Hope your net issues have resolved. And I hope you check out the buy-in. Had Eddie Kingston versus Minoru Suzuki on it. It was awesome. George, I would suggest going on the document and reading how the point system works. It's not just a one point every single time you see a person. It's certain points for certain things. And appearances have to be in the present tense. It can't be like just a match graphic. You have to see a video package promoting them with new material, a promo from them, or them showing up on screen. Also, Rey Fenix versus Orange Cassidy. That was a fantastic match. We got Shida versus Saraya on right now.
Flying jumping knee strike. That might be the opening, the opportunity. Shida needs to get something going.
And now Shida, she favors these right hands in the corner, raining down shots on Saraya.
She's just a katana away, Excalibur, from winning this thing. Let's see what's
Lay it in an extra 10.
Saraya getting punished twice as much by the challenger, and now Hikaru Shida lining up.
Copeland has to win. Surely, right? Like, there's no... Like, watch him just lose. Clean to Luchasaurus. I probably should have rephrased that. Because the thing is, I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain it. I'm trying to, get bull... That was me... This is a loss of muscle mass here.
Or it could be going outside to outside.
You just have to...
Shida, though, getting
Good call, George. Yes, no, it's... Oh, okay, my weight news him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Craig. I'm sorry to hear that, Craig. Well, actually, isn't that... Actually, I think that's a good thing for you, right? For your height? Or am I mistaken? I'm not sure. Yes, I could be wrong. Not sure. That's good for me. Okay, that's awesome to hear.
unsportsmanlike by Saraya. Well, she's in desperate mode, Saraya, trying to hang on to her championship.
Ooh.
Oh, been a
Yes. Oh. Careful. She did not bonk her head off the mat there, did she?
Returns the champion to the ring. Sheeta accelerates. The running knee. The cover. 2. And Saraya kicking out.
God, that was so close. Let's take a look at this German suplex. The stalling German on the apron. Watch the impact of Saraya's upper shoulder, griddle, and head.
Oh, the katana inside the ring, blocked by Saraya.
What?
And Saraya now turns the corner. But Sheeta fight the up kick. Knocks
Trying to flip her over. But no, that's so awesome, Craig. I'm glad you're able to have been able to put on some weight. Hopefully healthy weight. But I suppose healthy regardless.
On the mat. Yeah, maybe had momentum going, but
Oh.
coming in. Saraya anticipated it. Now that
Oh.
Sheeta got crushed with that too.
Yes! I was scared that there was just going to be nightcap out of nowhere done. But I think that's the first time someone's kicked out of the nightcap in AEW.
Hikaru Shida coming down on the crown of her head, being checked by referee Paul Turner.
Title Tuesday. This is heavy right now. Women's title at stake.
Now, Saraya, she's going for she's got the spray paint in her waistband, and
Well, the spray paint's the backup plan.
Paul Turner didn't see it.
Wow.
Nightcap. That's it. Saraya covers, and
Sheeta too strong. To be fair, it didn't work when Toni did it to her back at Dynamite 200.
No more tricks to pull out of the bag. That's expired, I think.
Oh, that was so good.
Sheeta's fighting blind now. She's got that.
Although at the same time, that was 2 nightcaps that she just kicked out of.
Pull herself up here. All live audience. Holy Sheeta. That's apropos. Holy Sheeta.
But Saraya, she wants to take the oxygen out of this building. She wants to shut this place down, Taz.
Yeah, she doesn't want Sheeta to get any kind of motivation from the live audience. What a treat this night has been.
Hikaru Shida, the Falcon Arrow.
I get you, Craig. I was explaining this at the top of the stream that it really comes down to perception. Oh. Yes! Yes! Sheeta did it! Yes! Title Tuesday out here being the show Battle of the Belts always wished it could be. Sheeta better get her proper fucking run. Battle of the Belt fucking wishes. 3-time champ. She won the title for her second time back at Dynamite 200 a few months ago by beating Toni Storm, becoming the second 2-time champ. And then lost it to Saraya at All In a 4-way match, where she just won it back, finally having gotten her rematch for the title. I'm so glad. When she came out to Chris Statlander's music the other night, I was like, this better not be an indication of things. And it was not. So credit to them. Copeland about to be throwing spears.
Powerhouse Hobbs, Chris Jericho, has been taken to a nearby hospital for examination to determine just how
But yeah, Craig, what I was saying is it's more so about the perception.
if we receive any updates throughout the remainder of our broadcast.
And guys, on a lighter note, I've been told this by Tony Khan. He's given
Wait.
me a lot of announcements to make throughout the years here, and I think this is my favorite one of all time. Coming this Christmas to TBS, over 50,000 AEW toys. That's over $1 million in toys to be donated to Toys for Tots. Thanks
That's so awesome. More so about the perception. Yeah, sorry, I was getting caught up on this announcement. And that's exactly it. What the situation is, and it's unfortunately kind of pushed a little bit stronger by one side than the other, is the tribalism is now being encouraged by the actual companies. I mean, yes, on both sides, but I really do think that the Fed came out of nowhere trying to make this unnecessarily stacked against AEW just so they can have the perception of their C show beating AEW's A show. Oh, it's going to be at 7 o'clock again. All right. Yeah. Hey, Keshta.
I was told that I don't have any time, but don't worry, I've got a backup plan. Cal is saying he has got a backup plan, and that's the illustration of the screwdriver being driven to the head, and that's. The word means kill, and now taking a page out of Sammy Guevara's playbook using the.
Oh, I see. He then destroyed Chris Jericho. Destroyed. He underlines.
Hobbs can do that, and he did.
Well, that's the thing. Is like I like the competition, and it could have just been a friendly night of competition, had WWE not doing like, let's break out the John Cena guns. Let's pull on Paul Heyman. Things like that, you know. And granted, we don't get that buy-in if not for that. But I think I'd pay. I think I'd pay for that for the sake of not having to deal with this night forever being remembered as the night WWE did AEW in. Which, of course, is untrue. It will be untrue. It will remain untrue. But
Watch the product test. Who do you think you are?
I suck. That's all right.
That's all right. I hope you have a terrible birthday tomorrow.
Damn it. B-teamer for life.
Toledo Mud Hens.
what were they talking about? It sounded like Excalibur and Taz were talking about something that had nothing to do with the program, and I wasn't really checked in listening to it. But that's just funny. That we just got their whole conversation on Fight. Probably gonna have to listen back to that when I do the fantasy points for this. ¿Por qué? Oh, it was in pick and pick over you. I figured as much because they were doing the cue card gimmick that he usually does for commercial. But it's just one of those things that's funny to me regardless. That's what Excalibur said. Oh, I hope you have a terrible birthday tomorrow. No, that's what he said to him. That's funny. Okay, I'm looking forward to the day he gets unleashed and turns on Christian. Look forward to it.
Track you down for a little bit today. Not an easy man to find here in this building today. A lot going on for you right now. Jay White stealing the Triple B. The words from Juice Robinson earlier tonight. What's going on with you?
Renee, old me would be freaking out on you right now. I'm just not in the mood to be interviewed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to call my boy and get some advice.
Okay.
Thank you, Renee.
Oh no, he's not gonna get an answer. Because he doesn't get any connection out there.
Adam, can you hear me, dude? What's up, man? Dude, where the hell have you been? I've been trying to get you on the phone now for days.
Oh my god, dude, Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm still at Roddy's. Unfortunately, he still needs my help because he's injured, man.
Dude, I need your help. Adam, okay? I'm getting attacked left and right by Bullet Club Gold. They stole the Triple B. Samoa Joe apparently wants another title shot, and Juice Robinson's opened up some old wounds, dude.
Max, you hear me?
Yeah. Are you kidding me right now? Adam?
Roddy's in the middle of nowhere.
Adam!
Yep. That's not an excuse either. That was something they established earlier in the Roddy segment.
Just eavesdropping on your phone call, and I heard Jay White said that if you beat him and his guys, and you don't have any partners, I figured that the Acclaimed could team with you. So, what do you say? Come on, Max.
Hey, hold on just 1 second here. One, when did you decide that you could just offer up our services?
Okay, sorry.
And then two, what is your infatuation with this Yahoo?
He's kind of sus, dude.
We started wrestling together. I've known him for 10 years, and he's my friend. I know he doesn't have a lot of friends, but he's my friend, and I think he needs our help. Plus, I like when he plays hard to get. Huh?
Very interesting development there.
That's weird.
Oh my god, they're really doing it. I saw somebody suggest that Max Caster and the Acclaim step up in the absence of Adam Cole, and it creates a very interesting friend dynamic where Adam becomes the jealous friend when he comes back. And I think that's a lot of fun. I think this is a lot of fun. I think Max Caster being slightly creepy needs to be something that slowly diminishes over time. But I also appreciate the bi-normalization. So I can't really complain. Because it's also just Max Caster crushing on him. It just seems, it's just weird from a normative perspective, a heteronormative perspective, I suppose. But yeah, he's a little weird. He is a little weird, George. But yeah, he plays the hard to get kind of thing. I was like, does Maxwell swing that way? But ultimately, great analysis of that. I really hope it. Thank you, Axe. I do too, honestly. Because, like, I can see it working out that way. I can see it becoming something that's like, oh, we're here for it. And it be like, Max will be like, I'm just not into you like that. And then Max Caster will be like, okay, I get it. And then just become like a friendship thing. So that way people don't have to worry about complaining about that. Because I think people might. And that's not my main concern with that, but more so is just, I don't think that dynamic is needed for this story.
Kansas City, you should be happy that you have a champion that you can be proud of in your midst. Because unlike your Kansas City Chiefs,
Shut the fuck up, Chance, already. Proud of him. Love it.
Now, it was apparent last week that I left a lot of people's jaws on the floor with the 3 words that I said to the Rated R superstar. I know I left him in shock in the middle of this ring when I left him standing here with his junk in his hands and that stupid look on his face that I've seen a million times before. And I found it interesting that he said that Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne were going to turn on me when they got all the information that they needed based on his experience in the past. Well, the difference is, Adam, I didn't take some ragtag group, dress them up like it's Halloween, and convince them they're tough guys. You tried to be their leader. I am not their leader. I am their father. That's the difference.
Oh, God.
And it also made me laugh. You actually almost made me crack a smile when you came out and gave the big rah-rah speech of, hey, let's get the team back together. Let's have all these dream matches. Let's finish our careers together. And it's funny that
He's going to. No, that's not what he's getting at then.
Adam. It's funny that same sentiment wasn't there when I was deliberately being held back, even though I was clearly the more talented of the two, while you were getting pushed to the moon. Why didn't you want to get back together then, Adam, huh? Where were your tag team aspirations then, I ask? And my, how times have changed because
It could happen.
as your career is on a downward slope,
It's very.
my career keeps climbing to new heights because I am without a doubt the hottest star in this industry. I am the most talked about star in this business. And you came out here under the guise that you want to get the tag team back together when the fact is you need me. I don't need you.
Ho 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 ho. Cold line.
But I can't say I blame you for being a fan, Adam. I have a lot of fans around the world. In fact,
Oh no.
I know your wife Beth is a huge fan. And you know what? I'm already getting bored of this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and have my right hand of destruction end you right here once and for all. But take solace in the fact that your little girl
Ben, come get your mans.
and Ruby will be well taken care of. Hey, Beth,
Ben, come get your mans.
are listening. Put a clear. Keep it down. Put some clean sheets on the bed, cause your new father is coming home, girls.
Oh, fucking entrance. What'd you just say?
Just charging down. And, oh, wait, Nick Wayne.
Oh, then we got. Okay. Got him. There it is, right in the face.
Guess Nick Wayne was probably trailing behind.
I don't know why he didn't just run in and spear him.
That was that extinction lariat. It was before the bell. That extinction lariat targeting the back of the head of Adam Copeland after all his knee injury, or excuse me, the neck injuries that Copeland suffered throughout the career. I mean, the neck injuries that thought to end
Uh-oh.
the career of Copeland.
This is put a new spin on the match.
Copeland checking on the rated R superstar, making sure he's good to go here.
You saw Christian Cage get out of town quickly, then Nick Wayne
Nick Wayne coming in right like that. That's in that moment. It's an interesting play.
Struggling to get to his feet, the rated R superstar. Well, I think we'll get the shot here in a second. I mean, Tony was about to allude to it. It looks like Christian
Would have been.
comfortable on the ramp.
And these fans here in Independence, Missouri, trying to urge on the rated R superstar, but I mean, Taz, you suffered neck injuries. I mean, Copeland, he thought his career was over from that cervical spinal stenosis. Is this wise?
Yeah, probably not, but I know Copeland a lot of years, man.
He knew it was coming.
Traveled with him.
Should have.
He's got a lot of heart.
Couldn't do much to protect against him. I guess this is not looking good for Edge. For Adam.
Bryce asked him a couple of times, "Are you sure you want to continue?"
I'm definitely going to make that mistake a lot.
Tombstone.
Oh my God, Tombstone.
That's got to be it.
That whole cover.
Gonna beat him.
And Copeland kicking out, but there we see
What the?
on the ramp,
Let's not do this.
watching his right hand of destruction, attempt to end the career of Adam Copeland. I'm not sure this is how
Oh, you know what? To be fair, you're right.
in-ring debut in AEW would go.
No. It's they're playing off of his old neck injury.
No, they're trying to end a career. It's very apparent.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, Christian Cage has been genius. He has risen that TNT,
It's not a matter.
in my opinion. But man, he has a
No, I'm with you. Let's go.
motivated
He needs to.
levels of real danger. He is the right hand of destruction.
I thought he was gonna stand back up after the first tombstone and hit another one.
Christian Cage
Yes, it is a work. It is a work.
as well, and
When he got hit by the extinction lariat from behind, that was when they started playing off the neck.
These fans, full-throated support of the Rated R superstar, but this is Copeland's AEW
It'll a night, but that's awesome. I know, Axe. And it's funny because both of them are working. They're working you, brother. And, you know, that's great. I love it when pro wrestling can work us. In this day and age, that's what it needs to be. 20 years ago, it was all about seeing through the work. And I kind of wish that never became a thing. Because I do think seeing through the work made a lot of wrestlers care a lot less. Well, I think there was more to do with it than that. But yeah, it does feel like feels like wrestlers are much more resigned to the fact that they all know it's just a show instead of really trying to convince them what they're watching is real. 100% same, Axe. I'm so glad to see that mentality. I'm here for the show. I want the show to make me want to be here for it. And trying to see through how it's produced, even though I see it regardless, isn't something that's going to help that. So I like it when the show is good enough to make me see past that. Ha ha! Nice little three-piece there. Don't you worry about it, Axe. You know how many times I abandoned a sentence on one of these things? More than I realize.
Shadow, and now here's a chance where Christian can make Copeland pay for it. Of course, not Christian.
100% agree, Craig. It is still something to be enjoyed and adored in its own right, but I do think that there is a happy mix that could be found between the two. For me, I wouldn't be too concerned about her feature in AEW. She was even protected in loss. I think that was more so just a moment for Shida. I don't think Saraya was meant to have the title for a long time. She was given that moment it all in. And that's all her reign needed to be for, to be honest. I mean, granted, she shouldn't have just lost it 2 days later, but oh my gosh. I forget sometimes how flexible Luchasaurus is. That question mark super kick there was interesting. Music has evolved so films have evolved. Sound, color, evolution is good. Absolutely. Conscious choice. But it's make every move better for real. I got a similar mentality to wrestling. Yes. That's the way, Axe. Love to hear it. Also, y'all, I haven't really done it that much tonight. Please do leave a thumbs up on this stream if you could be so kind. It's very much appreciated and really helps us flourish, get discovered, and all the other good YouTube benefit things, which helps the channel grow. So, if you could be so kind, thumbs up, please, and thank you. Adam is in some other kind of way. Another weak storyline of AEW? I guess. I mean, the story's been there for months. Saraya's undermined Shida since January when she chose Toni Storm over Shida as her partner in the tag match against the Pillar and the Killer. I think AEW's stories just aren't given enough. Granted, some of them do just like stall out a little. Some of them will be unaddressed for a little too long at a time. But AEW is very succinct at telling their stories in subtle ways. You have to look for them, and that's what they want it to be. It's not something like fans are seeing something that isn't there. It's that they're putting something there in case you want to look for it. as opposed to the main alternative, which is like, this is exactly what we're doing, and this is the story we are trying to tell you. It's a show don't tell thing. Exactly, Craig. And that's not everybody's cup of tea. That's completely fine. But I think it's important to recognize that. Because otherwise, it's easy to undermine the quality of something. Something that good filmmakers use a lot. Exactly, Craig. And admittedly, in pro wrestling, where you have a live audience of thousands of people, you do need to be a little bit more transparent in how you convey that story, or at least a little bit more, not just transparent, but obvious in what you're trying to tell. I give 0 rating this week's storyline episode. Buried their father, Will. Very well, Ramit. If that's your take on it, understandable, but it also seems like you haven't really looked into the situation all that much. And like, they can't have a family Copeland lost in the debut. That would not... I wouldn't say it wouldn't make sense, but it would be a bad choice. They can make it make sense. In fact, they kind of have already. If he loses, it would be believable. But I don't think anybody would like it, and I wouldn't either. Adam Copeland losing his debut match in AEW against anybody less than, like, a Christian Cage is not a good idea. Father. Especially after all that shit being talked about his family? Nah, you can't have him lose. Bad booking of Copeland. Yes. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you there. It would not be good booking. Because where do you go from there? Just to reiterate, if needed, you needed the stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. I fear that people will come in after NXT ends. I know NXT has an overrun naturally, and they're probably getting that right now. Well, that tells me they got something big going on. Ultimately, thank you very much, Craig. I appreciate that so much. Because I have not done a no spoilers call in a minute. Nice! The diving DDT may be what he needs. I'm also, I guess I'll take it upon myself to try and not look at chat as frequently right now. Do apologize about that. I hope that doesn't discourage anybody from messaging in there right now. But I'm just gonna... I want to do that so that way, in case someone does fly in here with a spoiler, Mod can grab it before I see it. Because I'm probably going to be watching that right after this show, y'all. Oh.
Wow, man, that was awesome. Like getting hit by a bus right there. Oof. Well, you were running at full speed at the bus. Right, telling you. But quick change right here. Get control of that off. But no, got Goosel. Nope. Copeland. Impaler! Covering! Oh, he's panicking. Christian Cage is panicking. I think Copeland's...
Oh, no, I was just going to be watching himself after the show. Oh, that was a close too far. I do appreciate that off. Copecution. I don't know if I like that name. I don't know if I like it. Okay, enjoy. Yes, I appreciate you, Craig, and I would love to hang out with you, but it is going to be late for me. The seething and coping. I think that would be a good name for a different one of his moves. I think like the Edge-O-Matic could be renamed just Copeland. The land of Cope, even. Copulation. Copulation is nice, like a compilation. I ate the 60s. Oh, the sexy times. Oh, copulation. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a move he has if he's the rated R superstar. And another one, I think, yeah, like the seething and coping, I think would be great for the... That was some good impact there. Everyone landed flat at once. Solid. I think things seething and coping would be great for the educator. All right, we'll give you a 10-minute overrun. You just got to plug Rick and Morty for free.
I'll tell you what, right now, Copeland, he's digging deep. He's trying to pull from this live audience here, the energy here.
But likewise, Luchasaurus trying to drag himself up right after that massive superplex. Hold on, Christian Cage approaching the ring. And the referee doesn't see it. Nick Wayne is wedging that chair.
This is all ploy, and it's working.
Oh my God! Copeland was looking for this.
Oh, no.
That's it. Copeland's done.
Yeah, you're right. That's it.
Choke slam.
This one's over.
Luchasaurus 2 and no.
Ooh, I was so concerned. Oh yeah, that was funny. AEW and Rick and Morty do have a long. I remember. I know they have history and stuff, but that was more so just me making a joke. Because it's interesting how that's the first time they've plugged it all night.
And there we see Copeland. We thought lifelong friend Christian Cage, the man who is set. Luchasaurus out here tonight to end the career of the rated R superstar.
Yeah, you can just see that he is panicking, Christian Cage. He does not want Copeland to get the victory.
And this is more than a match, guys. This is a hell of a struggle we're seeing.
And look at a fight in this man. I mean, he just keeps digging deep.
Earlier in this match, Luchasaurus put those stairs, those ring steps upturned.
Oh, no.
And now dragging Cope over the top rope.
Oh, no, don't.
Cope. Just called him Cope.
Saved his own hide right there. That was a great job by Adam.
Luchasaurus stunned. Copeland, he's been behind the 8 ball for most of this match, but perhaps with a sliver of hope here.
What's he going to do, for God's sakes?
Nice. The running diving spear was so sick.
Luchasaurus was anticipating the shot coming from the left side. Copeland shifts to his right, goes with the off the steps and connects with the spear.
It was great footwork.
The name of it? I'm not sure what the name of what. Wait, we're already 10 minutes over. What?
You are seeing what a great angle that was. You are seeing why Adam Copeland, as
Same.
great superstars,
Edge in his very first match demonstrating something he's probably wanted to do for years but has not been able to do. This thing be called Copeland? I think it would be. I think that'd only be an appropriate nod.
to the limit for all he's worth.
And Copeland even pushing past the limit.
6-pack.
Look at his face, man.
Maybe?
Nick Wayne coming in. Christian Cage. Now the distraction. Copeland.
There you go, buddy. Thanks for helping. That was so awesome.
The official, he didn't see it.
Luchasaurus got drilled in the back of the head with that title.
Look, he's looking.
I like that level of intelligence in wrestling.
Thinks Christian hit him.
That's even cooler. I like that. And then, boom, spear. Saying 6-pack reminds me that Shawn Walton apparently. I see clearly everything has come to life. So here for it. Great story told there with that match. And they showed us just how capable Edge is. Oh, and then going after that knee again. Worthy babyface main. Oh, yeah, for sure. And also, points for Zoe. Shout out. 12 points. Just off of that.
Doing Christian's bidding, and now, even though
And cue Darby music. Oh, Danielson! Oh, that makes sense. Yes, and here comes VCC. Let's go. Because they're not going to let their boy just get pummeled there. Yes, there we go. Get him. Get him, Claudio. Maul his ass. Oh, and then here's the Mogul Embassy. Oh, because they got beef with BCC. Okay. All right. I'm here for this chaos. Brawl to close the show is very AEW, but when you know the sense that it makes, it's perfect. Even see Christian looking around wondering what's going on. I appreciate that. Little touch. And there's Edge. Come on, Edge. Yes. Oh. Are BCC about to help him? Oh, no. They were more kind of. It was more so by proxy. Enemy as my enemy type of deal. Got Christian in the... And Christian's tapping. But that concerns me. Edge speared him while he's... Speared Nick Wayne. That's a great visual. That might be the thumbnail right there. Whatever. I'll figure that out in a few minutes. For now, that was an awesome Dynamite. Shout outs. So if we don't get this Dynamite without the competition, then I'm here. Then I'm here for the competition. But regardless, that's a wonderful pro wrestling show. The Juice thing, though. The Juice thing is, yeah, there's still... There's a few thumbnail candidates. I'm going to have to go back and look. The Juice with the... Yeah. It's really hard to go. You really thought... Well, regardless, that's awesome, George. The fact that it made you buy it that's exactly what we're talking about. Do leave a thumbs up on this video, y'all. Please and thank you so much for supporting us. Please support us. And thank you so much for supporting us here at WatchaMania. A lot goes into making this happen. And I wouldn't be able to pull it off if it wasn't for the mods here. Specifically, I wouldn't be able to maintain these streams if not for the mods. Shout out to Axe, Ben, Cam, Craig, Cassie, Zoe. Y'all help WatchaMania stay afloat, and thank you so much. Y'all take care, and hope to see you tomorrow for Fight Forever, because we switched those streams. That's right. Keith Lee, Road to Delete finale tomorrow alongside Benno. Friday, we got Rampage. Saturday, Collision 7 p.m. Eastern instead of 8 p.m. Eastern, an hour earlier than normal. And Sunday, my GM returns. No, if you don't make it enough, but it's always a pleasure. No, fam, you're just as much a part of the team as everyone else. Thank y'all so much. What she asked? Ayo, yes. Until next time, happy wrestling.